So far we had dancing, singing. I'm thinking, is there anything else when we talk about cultural performance?
Our next performance is very different from the one we just seen. It's a performance.
What do you mean different?
It's a
So ladies and gentlemen, please have a warm welcome to poetries that listen with a series of poetry.
Has fueled our culture and our history for many, many generations. And tonight I present to you our favorite poems upon the shores. The Indies, first stop on the watercourse from hell. America, final stop on the journey to loss. Oh, Africa, I cry for the lost wisdom of our past. I cry for the wondrous things we have lost. I cry for the simple peace that comes from knowing who you are and where you come. How then do we reconcile who we are when we have lost so much we cannot measure? A past rich in undefined, unknowable things. Stories which would link us back across time, from the wise turtle of the forest to wise men, warriors, mother wit, and untold wisdom soaked up from the land of our soul's beginning, the land of our eternal rhythm. To you, O Africa. As we continue our battle against racism and oppression in America, we have been faced with prejudice from all sides. But through it all, we have maintained an inner strength and inner isolation unseen inside of us. A desire to know and understand the past our ancestors were forced to forget in order to make them slaves, but would eventually turn them into Americans. This poem is entitled No Black Queens. Severed from the land of my ancestors, my soul thirsts and longs for something king. A simple man of faith who knew the terror of the slave inside, but he learned to speak in spite of his desire to lower his head and hide. Confronted by the terror of his times, he refused to let violence be his God. He welded his courage, convictions, and faith into a movement where nonviolence held premier place. The sacrifice of privacy and good friends were made to lead Black people into freedom instead. He struggled against racism, hatred, and fear, and challenged us to understand their prejudice and yet pity their rearing. For hate and fear, their daily bread, a steady diet that is hard to shed. The king saw their pain and their shame because the slavery mentality infected all of our brains. But he was a king in both name and in fact, and he urged us to follow Christ's teachings and act. Where are our principles, courage, and faith? And when do we stand and think that the deserts have all been crossed? So stand and take pride in all that you do, but remember King's dream and how far we've still to go. This next poem is dedicated to our new president, Barack Obama. You embody two worlds: Africa, the land of the country of our fathers; America, the land of our enslavement. Do you know our struggle? Rights to lead or write or master their own fates? Can you know our fight to gain equality, freedom, and rights on captive ground? Ground fueled by our sweat, filled with our tears, bearing the strange fruit of many years. Mr. Obama, you are our dream realized, for hope was lost, belief in change gone. Mr. President, will you bring the promised changes, foreign and domestic, political and economic, radical, revolutionary, revitalizing, so desperately needed by all? Now, this is our country too, a country where you are possible, a Black man holding the highest. Hear the harsh words, the sounds of violence, but I am silent in your defense. I see the degrading way you are treated, and I hurry past your obvious misery thinking, I don't have time to get involved.